All right, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam, and we are going to be just basically hanging out for about an hour. I do have a hard stop of about 3:30 my time, so I'll try to give you those extra 2 minutes because I was just a smidge late. I couldn't let Eric down. I got to give him some ammunition just in case he shows up and decides to fire off at me again. But that's okay. I welcome Eric's barrages, if I may. Welcome. It is Fireside Chat. You will see a definite lack of fire here, but it's a Fireside Chat that's more of a depiction of the tone rather than the actual presence of a fire by my side. I do need to close the door as I forgot to do that. So I am not on screen anymore, but hey, as Eric would probably say if he were here, that is an improvement. All right, here we are. We are back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right. Well, we have, boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, as I was sitting here waiting to go live, I was amazed at how life just seems to continue to come up with brand new and inventive ways of making it difficult for me to do the things that I had planned on doing today. I mean, it was just one hit right after another. So it's funny, that's one of the reasons why I named this Normality from a certain point of view. Because quite frankly, as Tom has definitely rung true here, I am anything but normal. I am very abnormal. And I believe life in general sometimes can be very abnormal. But from a certain point of view, of course, hearkening back to Obi-Wan's fateful words to Luke in episode 5, what I am experiencing is normal from a certain point of view. It's just the way things are. It's just how life is right now, and it's kind of weird on one hand, but it's kind of cool on the other because I don't really have a whole lot to complain about, really. I mean, we've got a roof over my head. Our family has, 3 cars. We get the bills paid every month. I get to work in my hobby and make a living doing it, and that's a good thing. So I don't have anything to complain about here. You know what I mean? But I am still taken back by how inventive life can be at throwing you curveballs. Doug says, looking forward to learning about normality, but is Sam really the expert on this topic? No, I don't believe I am an expert on any topic, my friend, and I think you know that. Normal is boring, Brendover says. You are correct, it is boring. That's probably why my normal isn't so normal. Tom says he needs to know as much about normal as he can. He's definitely not normal. No, he says he's definitely no to normal, not Norma. Normal. I'll get it right eventually. It's funny how you just kind of exemplified what you were trying to say. You didn't even actually have to say it. You just had to try and type 3 or 4 words, and it all comes out, Tom. Vanessa says, good evening, everyone. Good evening indeed. As long as I don't have to listen to normal music. You never have to listen to normal music. You can dance to the beat of your own drum, yes? Matthew Vincent is here. Hello, good to see you. Everybody's saying hello to everyone. Tom says if he doesn't show up, we can take over for him. What? I am live, so I am here. You guys can't pull one over on me right now. Let's see here. I was worried this wasn't going to happen. Huh? Yeah, it is a little bit later than normal, but it's because my day took a very strange turn at about 10 o'clock this morning. So I had to schedule it a little bit later. We'll get into that in just a minute. Again, not complaining. It's just, whew, man. Let's see here. Since when is normal? Any got dang prize? I don't understand what that means. But I saw it and I read it, Nick. Welcome. Good to have you here, Nick. Let's see. In a mad world, only the madmen are sane. Interesting. Things that make you go, The T is silent in normal. It's French. You wouldn't understand. Well, you're correct. I wouldn't, because I don't speak French. Ryan is here. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, buddy. Eric. Oh, if he doesn't show up, we can take over for him. Ah, got it. Yeah. All right. Cool. What would be considered normal music? Light rock? No. Pop. Yeah. Pop. I mean, that's literally what it is, right? It's pop music. It's popular music. So that's, I guess, what would be considered normal music. Would not agree with that, but it is what it is. Like, we have our local Christian radio station, Positive Life Radio. They have this thing where you can, and I think Caleb does it as well. They have this thing where you can call in and you can actually kind of rate all of the songs that they've been playing recently. And you can say, like, stop playing songs like this so much and play songs like this a little bit more. And I turned to Jess and I was like, I wonder if I could go like vote up Theocracy like 15,000 times and see if they would actually play Theocracy on Positive Life Radio. I immediately answered my own question. I said I don't think it would make a dent because they don't play metal on the radio, basically, unless you're listening to a metal radio station. And even if you're listening to a metal radio station, the likelihood of them playing Christian metal is also very low. So it's just one of those things where I have to use Amazon Music. First world problems, I know, and but I listen to Positive Life Radio a lot. It's usually on road trips where I pull out the metal, and because it keeps the heartbeat going. Let's see, got to get some Demon Hunter on that Christian station. Yeah, but metal is the devil's music. Well, I'm going to quote a Jeff Moore and say, well, why does the devil have all the good music then? Why should the devil have all the good music? That's right. August Burns Red. I actually don't like August Burns Red. It's more screamo type stuff, and I think probably Demon Hunter is too. And I'm not a huge fan of that kind of metal. There's so many different kinds of metal. Progressive metal is what I usually tend to like. I call it symphonic metal because it has a very symphonic quality to it, in my opinion. But prog rock or prog metal is what I've been told it's called, which Theocracy falls right in the middle of. I also liked, back in the day, Queensryche was very much that. That style of music, but I think Theocracy is a little bit harder, as far as crunchier than Queensryche was. But that's my favorite style of metal. If you get harder than that, I start to lose interest because I like to listen to what the words are saying, and I can't understand what they're saying with some of that other stuff. I think the instrumentation is cool, the instruments. Excuse me, pardon me. But the vocals just throw me off, and which is unfortunate because I've heard a lot of good things about those bands, but I just don't enjoy their music very much. I hear banjos. Paddle faster. Sam thinks my bluegrass is the devil's music. It is. Pretty sure if you are weird, that is normal. And if you are normal, that's weird. Ah, the great dichotomy. Heaven Don't You Cry is such a good song. Cool. He's got weird in the name. Is Weird Al normal? That's cool. I think Weird Al is probably one of the most ingenious musicians of our day and age. And his ability to take a pop song and turn it on its ear and have it basically sound the same, but is totally kooky with the, I think that's ingenious. I really do. Now I'm not a huge Weird Al fan. I don't, I've never seen him in concert. I haven't ever bought any of his albums or anything like that. Well, I think I may have bought one when I was like back in high school, and I remember listening to, his videos were so fun to watch back when music videos were actually a thing still, I can handle screaming in small doses, but not the growly stuff. I like to sing along, and it's kind of hard to do that with screaming. Right. I like to do the same thing. Van Sant has great new Christian album, more Southern rock country. Okay, cool. I'm late, but I'm sure Blind Guardian has been mentioned, right? No, they haven't, but I do know of them. Sam, check out Rumble by Tierra Vasia. Really good symphonic Christian metal song. All right, cool. Will do. Rumble, Rumble, Rumble by Tierra. I'm not gonna remember that. Weird Al is actually Christian, funny enough. Is he? I didn't realize that. I didn't know. I don't poke around in people's, I'm not the People magazine reading kind of person, I don't poke around in people's personal lives unless it's all over the internet and then I can't avoid it, right? But so I've never heard that before, actually. That's interesting. Huh. I'm going to look into that now. That's really interesting, actually. Frog in the throat metal. Brr. That's right. No, that's not my style. I don't like it. All right, so anyway, just why I had to schedule it for 2:30. I know usually I do around 2 o'clock, maybe sometimes even 1 o'clock. The reason it was 2:30 today is that I got up on time, got everything going, ready to go. It's a late start for school, so had to take Aiden to school at an hour later than normal, which no big deal. After that, went and picked up Jessie her chai at Steamers West, took it to her, dropped that off, and then I went to Walmart to pick up some stuff, run some errands. This is all normal stuff. Then I was planning on just going back home. I was actually on my way home. I was about 3 minutes away from home, and I was going to be able to spend a good chunk of time writing a script for a preview that I am making for Terminus Frontier. Their Kickstarter's going up on February 11th. And so I was going to be writing the script today. I was going to maybe even shoot part of it today. But that's, I got to kind of wait for them to approve the script first. But anyway, I was going to hopefully get a lot of that done. And then, do this and then go back to finishing up that script, send that script off to them and have them approve it hopefully by tomorrow. Then get to shooting on it and my review for Wednesday. But I get a call from Dante, and Dante says him and Daphne are at eye appointments. Well, Daphne drives, so she drove both of them to their doctor, to their eye appointment. And Dante says they're going to have to reschedule my appointment if you or Mom, Jessie, can't get here. And we're like, dude is underage. That's right. So, doctor's appointment, eye appointment is up in Kashmir, which is about 20 minutes away. So I'm like, I'm on the way. Just tell them I'll be there in a few minutes. And so went all the way up there. About 2.5 hours later, everybody's done and we are leaving. So that was just like a chunk of time I'm just not gonna get back, right? So I come in, still hadn't watching a buddy of mine's house for while he's out of town. So I go over there, do his stuff. I get back and it's like 12:45. 20:45, 1 o'clock. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to schedule this for 2:30 and I'm going to get started. So I've got the first couple of paragraphs written for the script, and I'm taking some time to do this. And then after this is done, I got to go pick up Aiden. We'll come back home and I'll be able to work on it some more. So I think I'll still be able to get that script off to them tonight, but I'm going to have to work a little late tonight, I think. But that's why it's scheduled a little bit differently. It's just because that one little wrench got thrown into the system and it just took longer than we were expecting it to. Alice Cooper is also a Christian. I have seen and read that. His redemption story is actually really interesting. Yeah, I have seen that, Vanessa. This Rumble song is pretty awesome. Thanks for the rec. So Rumble by Tierra Vacia. All right, I'm going to make a note of it, you guys. I'm gonna actually write. Okay. Let's get back up here. Ding, 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 ding. All right, Rumble by what is it now? Tierra, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Tierra, Tierra, Vacia, right? All right, I got that written down. What was another one? I have heard of Blind Guardian, but I want to listen to them. I want to see what they sound like. Blind Guardian. Yeah. Terminus Frontier. Yeah. You're welcome. I actually discovered an Amazon Music playlist of Christian metal that featured that song. I actually found many great artists. Very cool. Red's album of Beauty and Rage is awesome. Metal mixed with a string quartet and piano. That's really cool. I've always liked crossover styles like that. That's really cool. It's Mozart's birthday, and he wrote a lot of Christian metal. Organ music. Huh. It actually popped up randomly one day. I think it's called Heavy Christian. I'm going to write that down too. I know that's a Heavy Christian playlist on Amazon Music. All right. I'm making notes. So you guys think I don't listen to you sometimes. I am making notes. All right, so I've got about 40 more minutes left before I do need to stop and go pick up the kiddo from school. So what I figured we'd do today is I've got 3 more games that I haven't opened yet from the Dice Tower. I actually have 4 more, but one of them has a lot of pieces to it, so I'm not going to do that. I just don't have time for it today, but I do have 3 here that I'm going to open up, and they're all ones that I asked the Dice Tower to send me. So I'm actually pretty excited about all of these for various different reasons, but I am looking forward to them. I saw Red at Creation one year playing on the Fringe stage. Tom. That's kind of strange. All right. This first one is one that has been on my radar ever since it came out. It's just I wasn't able to get a copy of it, and then I saw it sitting on the to be reviewed shelves. Actually, no, it was on the to get rid of shelves because they've already reviewed this, and this was just an extra copy that they had. So I asked if I could have it, and they said yes, and that is Spectacular. All right, so Spectacular by Chili Fox Games, and I'm really looking forward to this one a lot. Eilif Svensson and Asmund Svensson. So they're pretty cool. I'm not even going to try to. Bohne, Bohne, is the artist and graphic designer. So there is that. But we do have this in stock now. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see what we have. But in Spectacular, each player creates a park to preserve endangered and vulnerable animals. Your job is to configure your park to optimally care for these species. Welcome new animals, feed them properly, promote breeding, expand each habitat, and build watchtowers for visitors to observe the snow leopard, the pangolin, and other spectacular animals. All right, so quick and elegant gameplay where players perform their actions simultaneously and interactively. That's interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and get one side of it open right there. All right, there we go. So there we have it. So Spectacular. Wow! It was still caught underneath. All right, let's go ahead and go down to the top down here. And we'll go there. Anyone notice how many nature-themed games Sam has been playing and enjoying recently? So much for not a fan. You be quiet, Doug. All right, so here is Spectacular. All right, well, here's the thing. It is one that they really enjoy a lot. And again, this has been on my radar for about 1.5 years now. All right, so it's not my fault. I'm just now getting a hold of it. Leave me alone, Doug. Gosh, so mean. All right, so Spectacular. Oh, holy tuck boxes, Batman. All right, so we've got a lot of tuck boxes here. Bing, bing, bing. More, and look, more tuck boxes. Why are there 4 of this? Oh, is that like different animals? You got a kangaroo, some type of weird thing, some type of other weird thing, a zebra, and I don't know what that is. That looked like an aardvark. And there is a flamingo. Oh, I bet you this is a storage solution. This is what all these things are going to be going in. Look at that. All right. Okay. So this is how I'm going to store the entire game with all of these tuck boxes. Tuck boxes can be better than baggies. I will say that. But look at these. And there's the reason why sometimes tuck boxes are better than baggies, because I just pull that open once. So this is going in the trash. Bing, bing, bing. That bag, that is, not the game. I like these kinds of dice. I like them a lot. I love the rounded edges. And they're just, I love rolling them. They're just my favorite kinds of dice. I love the size of them as well. So that's cool. I like it. So all of the different colors. I guess we can kind of put it like this so you can see all the colors there. And then we have a whole bunch of, I'm imagining that these are the spectator towers that are in here. But these are just wooden cylinders, basically. But that's cool. Bing, 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 bing. What happened here? It just came out. Has this? Huh. Interesting. I don't know what to think about. Yeah. Wow. All right. So we have the rule book. Is out here. Let's see, how many people, hey, people can always change for the better. Yeah, there you go. All right, well, the rule book looks pretty good as far as that's concerned. Solo challenge, mission mode, Goal of the game with solo challenge and playing the game with solo challenge. All right, well, guess what we might be seeing on Thursday? I'm just saying. So this is all of the different missions and explanations for them. This is all of the different animals. That's cool. So we have, oh, these look like different mission cards for all of the thingies. Okay. Alrighty, so we have a whole bunch of different mission cards, it looks like. As we're going through and playing these, maybe these are different player boards? I don't know. I've never played this game before. Yeah, 6 player boards, and they are double-sided. So you get to actually choose a lot of different variability there. Neato Frito, man. So, as you can see, we've got that, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you flip them over, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Neato Frito. And then we have a whole bunch of tiles by type. And if you flip them over, they have different animal types on there. So, neato. Oh man, these are like butter popping right out. So, those come out pretty easily, actually. But I'm not going to pop all of them out. Just giving you an idea of what to look for. Looks like these are some of the different goal cards, some of the different goal tiles that will be out there, and the number of victory points that you'll score for each of them. I don't know what these are. Let's see if I can pull. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, these are the mission tiles. These are supply boards. So I guess the supply boards change for, let's see, take a random supply board and place it in the indicated side face up. Huh, yeah. Random supply boards. Interesting. Those pop right out. And of course, as you see, that one popped right out as well. So there you have that. More mission tiles and boards, and then more animals. Oh, see how easily they pop out? I mean, look at that. It's just, golly, that's almost annoying. But, all right, well, that is spectacular. I am actually really looking forward to getting this one to the table. Like I said, it's one that's been on my radar for quite some time now. So I am looking forward to giving it a whirl. JT is also looking forward to it as well. So there is that. We'll probably get it covered somewhat quickly, I would imagine. I don't know how quickly, because we both have time differentials for when we can get stuff played, but that is spectacular. All right, I'll pop back up here for a few minutes. Okay, so that was spectacular. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, he's coming around. Shut up, Doug. Shut up, Doug. My Memoir 44 has arrived. Awesome. That's something that we have, I spent some time doing while I was waiting at the eye doctor's appointment. I talked to my buddy Patrick, and as soon as Tim gets back into town, I'm going to give him a call back, and we're going to try to get an Overlord scenario scheduled for Dice Tower West. So that's going to be something that I think we'll do. Tom and Danny have already said that they're going to be willing to play. So that would be 4 people. We need basically just 2 more. But I need to figure out if we can get it set up as an event or what it's going to be, what Tim thinks that we can and can't do for it. So, but that is coming. So Memoir 44 is enjoying a much-deserved resurgence of late. Yeah, I agree. It's a really good game. I have a friend, looks Arc Nova-y. Well, I don't think that looked very Arc Nova-y because Arc Nova is a huge thinky game, and that did not seem like a very huge thinky game. Let's see here. I have a friend who said Spectacular replaced Cascadia for him. Wow. All right. Well, we'll have to see. One set of sides look asynchronous. Yes, I agree. I played Quacks of Quedlinburg for the first time this weekend. It is making my top 10. Very cool. That's a fun game. Quacks is a fun one. Awesome, yes. Another good one, but I bought 2 copies so we can play it up to 8 players with Quacks. I just marked one of the sets of player tokens to distinguish between the same colors. Quacks is super fun. If you have any children, 4+, Quacks and Co. is super fun. What is Overlord? Okay. The Board Game Maelstrom is here. What's up? What's up? Alexander, what is Overlord? Okay. Memoir 44 has a mode where you can play Overlord, which is the D-Day invasion. It was Operation Overlord is what it was called when the Allies invaded Fortress Europa, basically, at Normandy. And so they have it set up to where you can simulate that amphibious landing, and you can actually play up to 12 players. If you use the entire beachhead, you can play up to 12 players. And Patrick has had some bad luck in the past, so we are gun shy, just put it that way, on actually running a 12-player version of it. My thought is, and I told him this earlier today, he's actually in the chat, Pat Wells. The fewer people that we need to have sign up, the less likely it is for people to sign up and then not show up, because he set up an entire 12-player game of Overlord at one of his local conventions, had 12 people confirmed as definitely playing or confirmed player, they're gonna be there, and still 5 people didn't show up. So my thing is that it's me and him. Tom and Danny have said that they're gonna come, and to do a 6-player game, we only need 2 more people. And I think that's probably more doable than having to wait for 8 more people to show up and then possibly have those people call and or not call and just no show. So that's what we're looking at doing. But anyway, Overlord is Memoir 44, and they have it to where you can play the entire Overlord Operation Overlord beachhead assault of Normandy, and so that's what we're planning on trying to get done. Got to head off to practice soon. See y'all later. See you later, Vanessa. Thanks for being here. I'd love to do an Overlord sometime. Yeah, it's a fun way. It sounds like a pretty solid commitment. It is. It's actually a more solid commitment to set it up, because Pat was telling me that it's probably about 90 minutes of setup time, because there's if you do a 12-player, it's I think he said 6 different maps that you lay out, and they're breakthrough style. So, but with a 6-player version, you only use 3 maps. So the setup time will be less, but we do have to make sure we can commandeer the amount of tables that we'll need, because I think we need at least a 2x2 grid of tables in order to lay this out. So it's going to take some logistical prowess to get it done, but it's not impossible. So we're going to try to get it done. Yeah, Overlord is 6 boards. Yeah. Overlord is 2 boards. Okay, if you do the base game version, which is basically they're going to you're going to put out 2 boards next to each other, and you'll have 3 people on that side, 3 people on this side, and then a commander and a commander. So it's actually 8 players. But Patrick's version is a little bit more robust than that. So, yeah. Could you do 6 versus the game like co-op? Is that a thing? No. I don't think so. But it is a pretty high commitment time. So, but that's why we're planning on it now, because we've got a month to get it done. All right, here we go. Battalion. War of the Ancients. This is from Paolo Mori and Francesco Cirocci, with Roland McDonald doing the artwork. This is from Osprey Games. And this is a 2 or 4 player game. It is competitive. It goes from 20 to 45 minutes. You assemble your armies, maintain order in this dynamic war game inspired by the epic battles from ancient history. Employ faction-specific tactic cards to outmaneuver your opponents. Ooh, they even spelled maneuver weirdly, which is cool. It's fancy. Compose your unique forces with rigor. Judge the tempo of a battle with precision. Seize victory for your people. It's a standalone game. Take command of 1 to 4 historic factions, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. So we've got the Romans, the Greco-Bactrian cavalry, chariots and crossbowmen of the Han dynasty, and then Hannibal's diverse array of mercenaries, elephants, and the sacred band of Carthage. So this is one that immediately kind of jumped off the shelf for me, and very much looking forward to giving this one a try. It is not miniatures. It is like your units are represented by cards, I believe. So there is that. So let's go ahead and get down to the table and take a look, shall we? So here is Battalion, War for the Ancients, or War of the Ancients, rather. And, oh, they're like tiles, not cards. Ooh, I actually like that better. All right, here is the rule book. You have a component list down here, rank and tile breakdown, different kinds of units that are there, set up the battlefield, and actually this... Okay, I know this looks like a lot, and I want to point this out because this is a pretty thick book, and it's got 27 pages all the way to the back. But if you look at this, look at how little text is actually here. So they're relying a lot on different things here. They're giving a little bit of text, but a lot of graphic descriptions of what's being talked about. So I'm assuming that this is going to not be very difficult. Mustard battles, set battles. Okay, so these are like, I guess set battles are kind of like scenarios, I guess, maybe. But example of play. And that's pretty much the end. Huh. So really, the rules, 4-player battle, setup changes, winning the battle, traits, disabling the unit. It looks like page 14 is where is where the rules kind of stop, and then you have different changes for 4 players. So, which tells me this is a 2-player game that can be played with 4 players if you so desire. Then you have a quick reference sheet on the back there. That's pretty cool. So, wow, look at all these tiles. Ooh, looky, looky. That's a neat little storage solution there. Not bad. Me likey. So you have some different markers here. Then you have, it looks like, a bunch of cards over here. And it looks like each army has their own color. Yep. And set of cards. All right. Neato. Then you also, it looks like you have some player aids. Oh, why did that not go all the way down? Oh, I like it. Look at that. Okay, it has a little, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, it has a little indention down there where if you put the decks in, you can push up. Well, that doesn't quite work well, does it? But you can push up and kind of get underneath all of them and pull them right out. I like that. That's some pretty good forethought. All right, then you have 4-player sequence, player aids. So you have different traits that are there, and they're all listed. And then you also have a turn aid, and there are 4 of them in here. And there's also a 4-player sequence aid card as well. So that's cool. It's always good to have player aids. 8-sided dice. So neato. These are, I'm assuming that they're going to have, I'm going to pop these out because I'm curious how they're going to fit into the boxes here. So indulge me for just a few moments while I pop these pieces out. And we're going to go just a few moments. So let's see. I'm just curious, how are these going to fit? They fit that way. Okay. So maybe they go in here like this. Like that. So, not bad, but we have more yellow units here. So, how is this going to work? War elephants. So, this yellow is Hannibal, I guess. War elephants. Well, that didn't quite make it, did it? Maybe it doesn't, it's not supposed to go in that way. Maybe they're supposed to go in sideways. It doesn't look like that's going to fit either. But I'm just curious. Now that looks more like what we're supposed to be doing with it. It looks like that's pretty snug, but that looks like what it's supposed to happen. So, neato Frito. All right, well, and these are probably going to have to be. Ooh, look at that! Nice player borns. Roman camp, the Han camp. All right. Well. Put that in there and put these back. And this will go back in here because right now I'm not ready to unbox all of these things yet. So that's going to go back in there. But I'm looking forward to this one. This one looks interesting. So that is Battalion War of the Ancients. Cool. Cool, cool. How are we doing here? Would JT be interested? That I don't know. He's usually not a huge guy on war games or anything like that, so he'll probably play it, but that doesn't mean he's going to want to come back to it all the time. He's always down for playing new games, but I don't know that he'll like Battalion War for the Ages. He's definitely interested in Spectacular, though. If it is popular enough, I could see expansions for that game. Oh yeah, there definitely could be. Looks like a miniature style game with tiles instead of miniature stands. Yep, pretty much. Just read through the rule book of Dragon Eclipse, and I thought it was going to be a hard read, but all the pictures and examples take up the most room in the rule book. Yep. I'm thinking rotating 90 degrees so they are on the edge. Doug, would you play that? I'll come back. It's something I'll talk about. All right. The next one and last one that we're going to unbox here is one that I'm actually really looking forward to because of the designer. The designer is Emerson Matsuuchi, and the game is Metal Gear Solid, the board game. This is from Simon, and so Foxhound members have captured the nuclear weapons disposal facility Shadow Moses and have threatened to launch nuclear weapons should their demands not be met. Your mission: infiltrate Shadow Moses and take down the terrorist group before nuclear war befalls the world. All right, so you're going to be basically following the Metal Gear Solid video game. And this is another one that JT, he loves the video game, Metal Gear Solid, and so he was super interested in giving this one a try. So this one is probably one that we'll get to the table pretty quickly, but looking forward to breaking this one out. So let's get down to the table and see how it goes here. So Emerson Matsuuchi, very good designer, so really enjoying the prospect of playing out one of his games. And here we go. It's by Simon Global. Of course, you guys probably knew that already. So the Shadow Moses campaign, 1 to 4 players, and that is a pretty hefty book there, peeps. So that will come out, and it looks like oh wow. So this looks like a rule book of sorts, and then, nope, oh, I'm sorry. That's is this the campaign book? Let me see. Yep, that's exactly what this is. This is the campaign book, and that was thick. That got me worried. But then here's the rule book and the codexes and the VR missions. What? Technical espionage action. Interesting. So it looks like more codex. What is it? Where are the codexes? Oh boy. Okay. So there's some stuff that we have to go read, I guess. Interesting. Well, the rule book is just this. 17, 18 pages? Really? All right, so here's the rule book. Going through. So you have Otacon, Gray Fox, Meryl, and Snake. Then it looks like boss dashboards: Ocelot, the tank, Mantis, Wolf, Raven, and something ship. Maybe gunship. It looks like a U and an N there. Here are miniatures that come. It looks like 12 guards. Then you have, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 12, 13, 14, 18, 22 miniatures come in the game. Buttload of tokens, it looks like. Looks like you are supposed to play with these characters, so the first character, second character, and so forth. Different examples of line of sight, drawing attention, movement, basic concepts. And this is going to be a little beefy, it looks like. But I don't know. We'll see. But wow, this got me worried though. I was like, holy crap, that's a thick rule book. But then it's like, oh, that's not the rule book. Here's the rule book. That's funny. All right, so here we go. And, ooh, nice. I'm just trying to unpack all of this stuff so you guys can see all of the things that are in here, all of the different boards. There's 2 of these here. That's a chopper. Interesting. Wow. Looking. All this stuff. All right, so Hal Emmerich Otacon or Otacon Ninja, the cyborg ninja. And then, oh wait, that's actually underneath, sorry. Put those out there like that. And Meryl Silverberg. Hard work, discipline, dedication to your training is the key to the future as a soldier. That's what I always believed anyways. That's what I used to believe anyways. Wow. And then Snake. And then the bosses. VR Mission, Ocelot. Rex is a boss. VR Mission, Ocelot. VR Mission, Liquid. VR Mission, Mantis. VR Mission, Wolf. And Raven. So those are like alternate versions of their guys. So then we also have the tank. And then helicopter gunship is another boss. Then the regular boss version of Mantis, Ocelot, Wolf, and Raven. Cool. And then the guard dashboard, I guess, just shows what they can do. Right there. Neato Frito, man. All right, I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Running low on time, but let's go ahead and do it. I'll do it. All right, here we go. All right, so this looks like Raven. Pretty stinking cool, man. Dang, that's a lot of bullets. Holy Moses. I don't remember who this is. This looks like Liquid. Nice detail. These are good these are good minis, but I mean it's CMON, so I don't know what you'd be expecting otherwise. Here's Wolf. I mean really nice detail, y'all. I'm not trying to overstate it, but I do want to make sure you're aware this is really good detail. Here's Mantis, it looks like. And then Ocelot, I want to say his name was. I don't remember. Again, I'm not a fan of the IP, so I apologize for if I get that wrong. And let's see here, we've got Cyborg Ninja. Looks pretty cool. This looks like Snake. And this is Meryl. Nice. This is the, what's his name? Otason or Oticon? Octacon? Oticon? I don't know. The dude with a laptop. That's who it was. And then this is, who was it? I don't remember their names. Not Snake Marrow, not Gray Fox, not Octagon. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know. I don't know who he is, but there you go. Really nice, though. Really nice detail. Something bad happened there, I guess. I have no idea what that is. Literally no idea what that is. Dude got dumped into a box or something? What is up with that? Is this something that I need to know from like the game or something? Here are the, looks like two guard miniatures. You know, molds, I mean. But again, really nice detail in these. Then here's the other one, it looks like. Just two different poses. But really cool. Semi-custom dice, I guess. It looks like it has a exclamation point on one side, and then it looks like it's just a regular 6-sided dice after that. So who knows? Who knows? That's not going to fit. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of cards over there. Memory box. That's a pretty cool thing. We'll put that over there. But that gives you a close-up of the minis at least. So I'm going to try to put this all back together. Kind of. No, that doesn't work at all. All right. All right. I'm gonna take this off. Just put that in there like that, because that'll work better. And this goes in here like that. This went in here like this. And then I think all the bad guys got in there first. All the good guys were on top. And this kind of goes right here like that. And that was in there like that. And then these went in there. And I think these went in here. Oh, I didn't even show these. But another cool thing about this is that all of these are double-sided. But another cool thing about it is the fact that this is like stealth missions. So, which, if you were a fan of Spectre Ops, for its stealthy, this is the same designer, y'all. So that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to it, because I really enjoyed Spectre Ops. So I'm looking forward to getting Metal Gear Solid to the table too. That is that. Let's get on over to here. Do you recall the last campaign game where you played through the end? No, I don't. This one didn't have a crowdfunding campaign. It was pre-order only. Oh, there you go. Can you really have too many campaign games, though? Yes, you can. JT has already said that he does have too many campaign games. He needs to. He's currently kind of in the mode of, I'm not going to buy any more campaign games until I've played all the ones that I have. Do you recall it? No, I don't. That's the thing. I mean, that I finished, I don't think we did. My wife and I did finish Vagrant Song. Get to the chopper! I have to admit, this game looks pretty sweet. You are absolutely correct. It does look sweet. I'm very much, like I said, I don't have any skin in the game as far as Metal Gear Solid is concerned. I have no experience with that IP, but the designer is what really drew me to it. Canned holidays, they don't go bad, and even years later, they can just crack them open and have a good time. I like that. I like that viewpoint, actually. I think that's a pretty cool thing. That snake crawling around in a cardboard box. Oh, okay, cool. Jack in the Box, wrong side opened. That's funny. All right, well, I do have to get going, y'all. Thank you for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. More of the same this week. Tomorrow, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that Time Honor Tuesdays stream done. Because Jess does have to work. We started that. We're going to have to reconfigure. We started that because she only worked half days way back when, and now she works full days on Tuesdays, and then she's off completely all day on Friday. So we're going to have to revisit the idea of having Time Honor Tuesdays. We might just change it to Friday mornings. But that might interfere with some of the other things that we already have going up on Fridays. So we'll just have to revisit the question and see when we can get more games played. I miss playing games with her, and I know she does. She misses it as well. But we will have our It Belongs in a Museum tomorrow morning, as per usual. We'll go ahead and do that. Alexander, I haven't sent yours out from last week, but I'll do that with this week's batch, I promise. I apologize, I forgot about it over the weekend. But that's it. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining me. I certainly appreciate you being here. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't done already, and hit that bell icon. That'll let you know when we have new videos coming out. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.